Smile, John.
Good evening. It's July 26, 2025, and it's my Saturday, by the way. And it's my distinct pleasure and honor to be speaking with a true frontline military infantryman from World War II.
Oh boy.
Mr. John J. Jeckovich. How you doing?
Good, very good.
You're looking like $1,000,000 today. You're looking quite well. You're chipper.
Yeah.
I heard you had your foot x-rayed today and you got the body of a 20-year-old, I was told. Oh boy.
Boy, the x-ray all over me.
Yeah, you're in good shape. You're 100 years old, and Mr. Jeckovich still reads 3 newspapers in the morning with no glasses. Enough power in his right arm to shake your hand and knock you to the ground. Never took a prescription in his life. Never took a vitamin. Jogged for 80 years. Did you drink a lot of liquor?
No.
You didn't drink at all?
No.
Did you smoke?
No.
All right, well, here he is, a living example of what to do to make it to 100. Unfortunately, most of us, if we're in our 40s, 5% will make it to 100. 5% will make it to 100. Never, the rest you won't make it. You won't make it, tell you right now. You know, anyone's listening, I don't know anyone that's 100 besides Mr. Jeckovich. So anyone that has a story about a 100-year-old or more, you know, text it to me. Text it to me. I did have an interesting story that come in the other day about a 100-year-old person. I think he was 102, and I was told he walked past his family's house every single day. He was from Cuba with a strong accent, and they asked him, how old are you? And he revealed he's 102, and he's walking briskly every day. And the family asked him more questions. They asked him, what is your secret to such longevity? He says, well, I get up in the morning and have about 5 strips of bacon. All throughout the day I smoke 5 cigars. And I have 2 or 3 rum drinks every day. And the family responded to the walker, the Cuban man. That's everything you're not supposed to do. How did it work out? He says, well, up to now I already buried 6 doctors that told me not to do it. He says, true story. And he said, the secret to my longevity is this. Very simple. No stress. He was never married.
Never married, no.
That was his secret.
Yeah.
He did everything wrong, and he buried 5 or 6 doctors that told him to stop drinking and smoking and all that bacon. He said, no stress, I was never married. So you never know what the secret of longevity is.
Yeah.
And someone seems to tell you they don't know. They don't know. They just honestly don't know. It's not just longevity, it's a good quality of life too. Like Mr. Jeckovich has a beautiful quality of life, he sure does. He's on top of the world. So, Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, he's got 2 doctors, his left leg and his right leg. So you're basically saying, keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving, yeah. Jogged for 80 years, I guess it did wonderful things for him.
25.
Mr. Jeckovich, most of your papers were burned in a big fire in an office building that was held and owned by the Army.
Yeah.
And we recovered some of them papers, but most of all the World War II soldiers were born in a big fire in a military office in St. Louis. Could you pass this documents over to Mr. Jeckovich? And I want him to look at these things live, and I just want to hear you go through them page by page. Take your time.
Go ahead and read some of them.
I'll listen. You read what you can read. I know it's very faint, but these are some of the documents that we recovered from over 80 years ago.
This is my mother.
Tell us what it's about, Mr. Jeckovich. I know the type is really light. It's faded badly, but tell us what you see. We want to hear your version.
Yeah, read it, John.
What?
Read what it
you
says.
see.
We regret to inform you that your son, Private First Class John J. Jeckovich, was slightly wounded in action the 15th of January. The mail address will follow, but directly from the hospital. It'll be there. I know what this
Yeah,
is.
let me just add to it. Mr. Jeckovich is reading documents from Western Union sent to his mother.
Yeah.
During World War II, Mr. Jeckovich was shot in the shoulder by a sniper. He was beat up. He was stabbed hand to hand, and also trench foot and frostbite, which he suffered today. Frostbite.
Yeah, both.
Well, let's see. What else? You still have shrapnel in your body. Did I miss something?
No, that's all right. This is love to the best mother of the world. Best wishes and good health. My thoughts are with you, John.
That's a V-mail you sent to your mother.
Yeah. No, this I'm not going to read this.
Well, you don't have to read it, but if you want me to, I will. But anything you want to glance at these 80-year-old doctors.
This is Lape's mother writing this.
I should read this?
Yeah. Read
You want
it.
me to read this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give the dates.
Wait a second. Mr. Jeckovich, you want me to read this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You're not going to read it all, are you?
I will read it all.
Ah, come on.
You asked me to read it, I'll read it. I'm here till the wheels fall off, man. Let's see. Let me set it up first. Mr. Jeckovich's best friend was Donald Lape. And Donald Lape, unfortunately, got hit by a dirty bomb. What's a dirty bomb?
They got everything, a screwdriver, knives, and everything, yeah.
The Nazis put screwdrivers, knives in it.
Yeah.
You know, anything nasty, old razor blades. So when a burn blows up over these young guys, young American teenage soldiers, it does great damage. This, unfortunately, took off his buddy's head. You told Donald Lape to do what? What did you tell Donald Lape not to do?
The what?
What instructions did you always give Donald Lape?
Told him to keep his head down.
And what would he do?
Keep popping it up. I always said, what are you looking over? You know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
They're shooting at you.
Yeah, well, Donald Lape's head was blown off, and his only thing left was his glasses hanging from his ear. And Mr. Jeckovich still has shrapnel in his body from that bomb. So Mr. Jeckovich wrote a beautiful glowing letter to the Lape family. And what city were they in?
Waterloo, New York.
Waterloo, New York, 702 8th Avenue. This letter, Mr. Jeckovich wrote them a beautiful letter, gave them one dog tag, and explained to them what happened, and their beautiful son died instantly. He didn't suffer. And so there's a lot more in that letter, but Mr. Jeckovich received a letter back from the Lape family, and I'll read it to you. Want me to read it to you?
All right.
Why not? It's a beautiful letter. The print is kind of faded from being 80 years, but I'm going to do my best. And you stop me and add things if something needs to be added, okay?
All right.
So this is from the Lape family, April 27, 1945. Wow. Dear Johnny, wow, that's what they called Mr. Jeckovich, was Johnny. Your lovely letter came about 10 days ago, and it was so much of a comfort to learn the details about Don's death.
Yeah.
You basically told me it was an instant death.
Yeah.
So it was a comfort to the family to know that he wasn't suffered,
Yeah.
or he wasn't taken to a POW camp and tortured for month after end.
Yeah.
He died instantly. When the news first came, it was such a shock that we could hardly make ourselves believe it true. We know there is no mistake, and we must reconcile ourselves to our loss. So they must accept the loss.
Yeah.
At first they didn't believe it, which is very understandable, yeah.
Well, they're real nice people.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on. I am so thankful you came through, and my prayers go with you all the way. Johnny, do you know Robert Clifton?
Yeah.
He was a medic in the 291st Infantry and was slightly wounded on January 15th. Boy, this war brings much pain and misery to everybody, not just the
That's
soldiers.
when John got burned too.
Yeah, that's when Mr. Jeckovich got hit on the 15th. The same day as Don, his home is in Troy, New York. That's close to Waterland. Just across the river from here. And the two, I read it in the two local newspapers, and I phoned his mother. He was only a few yards from Don, he said, and we know through him that the deaths had come instantly. So the death came instantly. I was so afraid that you and Don might have gone together. So they thought.
That's what she's asking me. How come I didn't go?
Yeah. So Donald Lape's
I
mother.
just went over there. I felt bad biting it.
Yeah. So Donald Lape's mother thought you both were killed by that same dirty bomb.
How my son, not you?
Yeah. I was so afraid that you and Don might have gone together. Robert is with the 9th Army now, and I understand. I wonder where you are, and are you allowed to talk? Because most of the time, your letters were sent.
They're blacked out. They're blacked out,
Okay. I'm going to continue reading. It's hard to read because it's light, and it's 80 years old, but I'm going to try my best. We had 40 or more letters returned, and one of the boxes, so they sent over 40 letters to Don in a box, but they never made it to him.
Yeah.
So she got them now returned.
That must have been heartbreaking.
What?
That must have been heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, yeah. If you could only have had them. It's so much of a letter, for they are heartaches to us. They come back. It sums up such a shame. He could not have received a few. So he didn't receive any letters.
No.
It sums up such a shame. He could not have had received a few when he was so hungry, and were at least. So they were hungry. You guys were hungry. She sent you over food, but that came back too. He was.
No, we had rations.
Okay, well, okay. I received letters and pictures from Catherine Mills of Owensboro. Catherine Mills of Owensboro. She was married to, and that is, I can't read the name. I hope that the Lord brings you home, and I may have the pleasure of knowing you. You are close to us now. Through Don, that's the son, and through Don and from your beautiful letter, I know you are a fine boy. Yeah, that's great. She knows you're a fine boy. That's beautiful. I know you're a fine boy. Hard to read, but hard to make out the writing and all. May you have heard Don speak of Darrell King, his closest friend during the high school. His father died on April 19th, the day following his mother received the telegram saying he was missing in Nuremberg. April 5th, since then, the second one came saying he was killed. So it basically gave the father a heart attack, and he died. That happens a lot too. I feel so sorry for her, having all this sorrow and to bear alone. And the oldest boy is in the Navy. Shall miss Darren so much. He was like a son to us with Don. You boys got a tough break to be put in the frontline infantry. Yeah, tough break being frontline infantry. Let me tell you the reason why. Let me interrupt.
We're 33s.
Yeah, you're teenagers. That's the code for 19s. But they had a tough break by being frontline infantry because Mr. Jeckovich waited to get drafted. How come?
I was the same with my mother.
Mr. Jeckovich was a full-time caregiver of his mother since she was 11 years old. He stayed by her side to her death at her age, 89. So he waited to get drafted so he could spend more time. And once you get drafted, it's not good. They're going to send you right to the front line, and that's what they did. His other brother enlisted, and what did he do?
He went to the Coast Guard.
What did the other brother do?
Well, he's driving cars rather than fire hydrants.
But what did he do? What was his job?
Teaching two recruits how to drive Jeeps.
So his other brother enlisted, and he didn't go to the front line. Once you enlist, you have a better opportunity. His other brother never left the country, stayed in New York, and taught young recruits to drive Jeeps. Yeah. Did he have some great talent?
Huh?
Did he have some great talent to be an instructor? To instruct young boys to drive Jeeps, did your brother have great talent?
Great talent. I hit a fire hydrant.
Okay. And so that's the story. You get drafted, you're going to go. So she says, you boys got a tough break to be put in the frontline infantry. We believe you were at Dusseldorf or near it, St. Vith, when it happened. Do you know where he was buried? So did you know where he was buried?
Who?
Donald Lape?
He's over in France.
Yeah. See, the parents didn't know where their son was buried.
Yeah.
They're asking Johnny, do you know where my boy was buried?
My son.
Yeah. I had Lape receive this information from the chaplain, but have not heard anything yet. Yes, he must be comforted that the death came quickly, as you told her, to Don. We believe it was caused by a massive concussion from being in a sitting position rather than a direct hit.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he got hit in the head by a
Yeah, it was his fault. He's kind of sheltered.
I hope I am not being a lot of bother. Here, she just lost her son, and she's hoping she's not being a bother. What a beautiful person. With you, my letters and questions. Yeah, I'm sure you should have. Well, you should rightfully have a lot of questions. And she's just like thinking she's a bother. What a beautiful generation. But the information they send us your information you send us is priceless. We are indeed fortunate on hearing from one was with him. So she was very fortunate to hear from you. We plan to get off within a few days. We plan to get you a box off. Look at this. She's going to send you a box.
Yeah.
After she's been through all this misery. I hope you get it before too many weeks go by. So even though she just lost her son, doesn't know where her son's buried, Johnny, I'm going to get you a box off. Wow. What a real person. I know if there's anything special you like, is there anything special you like and want? Mr. Lape, I'll send you the deepest appreciation for all your kindness. Very sincerely, Mable Lape. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful lady. And now you wonder why we call this the greatest generation of all time. Here she just lost her son. 2 days after that, she's telling Mr. Jeckovich, who she refers to as Johnny, I'm going to put together a box for you, and everything you need will be in that box. That's a generation that's very patriotic, and they have empathy. We don't have much empathy today. Empathy is the glue to civilization. Empathy is a glue to humanity. Empathy is a glue to humanity, and that's showing it right there in that letter, humanity. Glue to humanity, empathy. I couldn't see it all. The letter's 80 years old, and it's faded out in spots, but I think I got the message across. I heard you swimmed in Rhine. Could you tell us about it?
Swimming.
How you swam in the Rhine? Could you tell us about it?
I was swimming in the Rhine.
Yeah, for bath and shower in the Rhine. You told us earlier you swam in the Rhine.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Cold.
Cold. Was that when you took it like a bath?
Yeah.
Was that on the enemy side or the allies?
It was the neutral side.
Neutral
They
side.
had patrols out.
Is that where all the soldiers would take a
Yeah,
bath?
yeah.
Or in the Rhine? Do you remember anything else about it?
Anything else about it?
About swimming in the Rhine?
9 minutes.
Well, they had patrols out. I was secure.
So you felt safe.
Yeah.
Interesting story about Donald Lape, young boy like Mr. Jeckovich, same foxhole. Mr. Jeckovich survived, he died. Mother was a great letter, you heard part of her letter. But it goes further. Donald Lape's brother moved to Florida, only a block away from Mr. Jeckovich for 25 years. For 25 years, he was only a block away from Mr. Jeckovich. And we didn't get that news until it was too late, until his brother passed away. But that would have been a beautiful meeting of Mr. Jeckovich and Donald Lape's brother, because they would have had a great closeness. You've been retired in Florida for a long time.
Yeah.
How many years?
30 years.
45.
30 years.
What year did you retire in?
1980.
80, so there we go.
Yeah.
45 years, you beat the system. You beat the system. Most people retire at 65. At 66, they're pushing up daisies. So you're doing quite well.
Oh, yep.
You're doing quite well.
This is a kid's party hat, but how did he
It's a
say?
helmet liner.
This is for boys.
Huh?
Where your party's coming up, and we're having a big party for you. And that's what the little boys, your great-grandsons are going to be wearing. You're a joke. Put it on. Wear it for the last few minutes.
That's a helmet liner.
Yeah, put it on. Leave it on. Yeah, you look well. Just like that. Let me get a picture. Don't go away. Don't shut this stuff down. That's what the little boys at your party are going to be wearing, Mr. Jeckovich.
Yeah, but didn't you say that a lot of times you couldn't take a shower or bath, so what you would do is fill your helmet with a little bit of water and soap?
Shave in, yeah.
Oh,
Hot water to shave in, yeah.
Oh, yeah? How often would you shave on the front line?
But it got too long.
What do you got? Hey, during the war, like tattoos are a big thing now. Did many soldiers then get tattoos?
Tattoos?
Yeah, back then, in World War II, did many soldiers get tattoos?
No, they were too busy fighting the war. They didn't get no tattoos. No. Tattoos come up now.
Yeah, it's a big thing now.
Yeah.
Even the ladies have
The
tattoos.
women started it. The
Yeah,
women started it, yeah.
Yeah.
let's read a little bit of diary. 7.
Minutes?
7.
Okay, let me just hit a couple pages of the diary, and then we'll studio be Victor.
That's a good book.
Yeah.
It's very accurate, he says.
Where is it? Okay, I did that one. 2nd April 1945, diary. I and 11 companies moved forward against a low trajectory anti-aircraft fire. Company L captured the town of Runen, and Company I helped the 1st Battalion clear Datlin. The town was taken with not much opposition, but the Germans had set up a strong defense on the far side of the canal, running the outskirts of the town.
Yeah, I remember that town, yeah.
Yeah. 3 April 1945 diary. 1st Battalion moved out in the early morning in an attempt to cross the canal, but the bridge had been blown out and the enemy was strongly set up on the other side. With our artillery pounding the enemy in the area, the canal was crossed later that day. Wow. I Company jumped off in the night attack and captured an aluminum plant intact, without so much as firing a single shot. Wow. The objective was between Lippe River and the canal. just northwest of Lunenbrunnen, which was captured by the L Company. H Company, 2nd Battalion, also moved forward.
Which company was that?
H Company.
H?
Yeah.
That's my company, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Company H, that's Mr. Jeckovich right there. Company H Company, you're in the 2nd Battalion, also moved forward 5 miles to the town of Datteln, D-A-T-T-E-L.
Yeah.
You remember moving there?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. H Company, Mr. Jeckovich's company. 2nd Battalion also moved forward 5 miles to the town of Datteln. G and E companies continued their defenses along the canal. 5 to 14 April 1945 diary. In the final phase of the Ruhr, the 291st Infantry moved further rapidly into the area in the large industrial city of Dortmund. I wonder if Dortmund's a large area.
Dortmund, yeah, they got beat up. They got beat up. Bombed and everything.
The towns of Brandberg, Schoenberg, Siegburg, Castro Rocco, Continents, Dorsten, Ikrin, Ruders, and Kirkland were cleared, all or captured by the men of the 291st. Prisoners were taken by the hundreds. You remember capturing a lot of prisoners?
Yeah.
Jeez. The 291st drive to the Ruhr River to help to break the back of the Germans in this important industrial valley. The combat mission of the 291st Infantry was completed, and the end of the war was not far off. Wow, yeah. Conclusion. Minutes, please. I don't want to...
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Conclusion. Diary. With its operation in the Ruhr ended, the 291st Infantry moved to an area in the vicinity of Cold, Germany on the 15th of April, awaiting further orders. The regiment was engaged in the rehabilitation of personnel and equipment during the week of April 16th to the 21st. Church services, you remember church services?
Yeah.
Church services were held in the regiment during the week. A feature motion picture was shown by the Special Service Office each evening during the week at a local theater. 291st men had sat in barns, workshops, and other available buildings to see pictures overseas. A real theater available for use was a real pleasure to the men of the regiment. Scenes of men marching along the streets, vehicles being overhauled and washed, web equipment, and clothing hanging out to dry were seen throughout the 291st sector. You remember that, huh?
Yeah.
And the regiment changed over from its combat conditions. Well, so now we're changing over from non-combat.
War's over.
On the 22nd of April, the 291st Infantry moved to the vicinity of Bad Driburg, Germany, where it was to take over the area of occupation and enter upon...
I think that's it.
Huh?
Yeah, what did they do then?
Wow.
That's it, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, help me.
it just ended. I tried to find it. It just-
Entered upon... Look,
Yeah, I know.
I think they cut it off.
Yeah, it got cut off. It's not there. So do you remember what happened then on this 22nd of April when you were in the vicinity of Bad, B-A-D, Dryburg?
Well, we're moving back. We're moving back. It was
the war
over.
was just about over.
Yeah. It was
And
over.
Minutes.
40 seconds.
And now you're worried that the war is officially over. There might be some rogue Nazis still might take a pot shot at you.
Yeah, we're worried about the Pacific.
Yeah, they were worried about the Pacific.
And then you're worried about the European theaters over with, and tell us how you're worried about going to the
We're
Pacific.
sweating out the Pacific.
That you thought they were going to ship you to the Pacific.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Now they have the recons over there already.
Wow. That's in
It's good that they didn't have to go.
minutes.
20 seconds.
So you were worried about after the war ended, you're still in Europe, that someone's gonna take a pot shot at you. You survived the war in a rogue Nazi who shoot you. And secondly, you're worried about them shipping you to the Pacific.
Yeah. More so about the Pacific.